In your videos, you reference the de jure has been re-inhabited. Then you refer to needing to wait for the countries or counties and other positions to do the same on the local level. I believe I understand the concept of this, but can you elaborate on how to tangibly, practically do this? Joe, that is a question that would take me a good chunk, like a half hour minimum to answer. The Republic for the United States of America.org or com helps people to seat an account, county by county, municipality by municipality. It's probably, to me, going to be done over a lot of years, and it's not going to be immediate. And to convince people and help people to understand, first off, they hold an oath of office to the de jure, and then they perform upon and help the de facto, meaning the corporations, because the de jure is insolvent, the people, and the people now have become employees of the corporation, and now the people become monetized. So there's much more to freedom on a localized basis than one would think, because when I realized that Republic, because you have movements out there, and God bless these movements that are trying to form assemblies and give orders and these different things, and grand juries and give orders. But what they all are failing in is they don't understand that they can't give an order to a corporation over here, even if it's a judge, federal court with an oath of office. They can't give an order outside of their little clique society that they've created. And the only structure that has the authority is a combined structure of we the people, from the bottom up. And so once the Fed, quote unquote, the Republic was re-inhabited, the thing for me that resonated, I'm like, holy crud, Ben Franklin said it straight up: a republic, ma'am, if you can keep it. And we take it in the context of a nation being able to keep it, and it's not in that context. It's in the context of an individual, because individually we're self-governed. Individually we are our own, quote unquote, nation state, and that's literally the definition of the lowercase state, is a body of people. And it's that we're all coming together saying he's king, we're self-governed. You can call us California, you are bound by the Constitution, boom, boom, boom. But when I realized that even if you re-inhabit a county, and you have, let's say, the county board of supervisors, you start putting it all together, but guess what? They're all U.S. citizens. They are all in conflict. They're all just, and here's what I commonly would refer to them as. A guy named Richard McDonald gave me this coined phrase. It said, "What do you think about the people in the Republic?" Well, I said, "What do you think about the Republic?" He said, "I think they're a bunch of complaining U.S. citizens." And I went, ouch. And I started thinking about it, and then kind of got open that door of what to be individually self-governed means. Because you have every movement out there talking about republic. Wrong. God, let's save the republic. Let's save the republic. The republic is you, if you want it. It's there. It's written in the Federal Rules of Regulation. It's written in the Declaration of Independence. It's there if you want it. And trust me when I tell you, when we fight for you at the Department of State to get them to give you a passport, they're doing everything they can to traverse you into the jurisdiction of being a corporate surety, a corporate citizen, a corporate employee of the United States. That's what it is. That's what they're trying to get people to do. And it's done completely in trickery. And we started calling them out literally in the last 2 months. Title 18 charges, FOIA requests. Who's making these decisions? We want to know the criminals behind the actions. Boom. All of a sudden we're getting passports again. So we know the Republic exists because you are denying being a U.S. citizen. You're saying I'm a Californian and an Arizonian. But what does the republic matter? Meaning we've got the structure, we're holding it, we're waiting. If you don't have a body of people that are set aside, not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, a body of people set aside saying he is king, we're self-governed, let's go re-inhabit Orange County, California. Well, do I have 100 guys in Orange County, California that are private state citizens that don't have conflicts with the United States corporation? That's what's got to happen. It's people on an individual level. So when I started teaching that component, everybody in the republic started saying, oh no, we were tricked by adhesion contracts. No, shut up. No, I get what you're saying, but no, because every warrant and every indictment pulls you in because of those adhesion contracts. You affixed your signature, one who attests to the validity of the instrument, to those adhesion contracts. Warrant indictment happens, it takes place. So the only way to re-inhabit the republic is one person at a time. And so I've been yelling this off the mountaintops, and when I was, and I still am in a part of the republic, I don't attend the meetings or functions anymore. I'm more good doing what I'm doing right now and sending people over there. And I can't wait till that 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 people stand up and start developing out a bottom-up system that is led by people that can do what you're asking. But it's got to be with state citizens. It cannot be with United States citizens. Otherwise, they have a conflict within their own oath. So how can I take an oath of office to uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution for the United States of America and still be a U.S. citizen? I can't. I've made an allegiance to a corporation masquerading as the United States. I'm an employee. I'm the surety. I'm not a creditor. I'm not free. I'm none of that. And so re-inhabitation has been done, but it's totally worthless unless the people come out of their own personal, and we get enough to re-inhabit a county. Because, and this is why I'm always saying, I don't believe it's going to happen to the whole nation. I think you're going to have LA County be like a rogue, Seattle rogue, I think those New York rogue, and then the state of Florida sovereign, you know what I mean? I think you're going to have like Orange County, maybe, hopefully we can pull it together and have the de jure wake up. But we're talking, when you have a collective represented of 10 million people in a respective county, or 5 million people, or 3 million people in a respective county, you got to have a good chunk on the de jure side to just go in. And what you have to do is you got to give the notice to them, which is what we did in the republic. You have to give the notice to the county board of supervisors, whoever the parties are that you're trying to advise to move into the de jure capacity, and you got to give them a period of time in which they're going to make their oath of office and allegiance to the de jure. Then they got to set aside all their private interests. And everything changes at that moment. And what happened when we did that with the governors, they went ballistics, and this was 2008-ish, 9. And they went ballistics, called SWAT teams, called CNN, called everybody, Fox News, everybody was all over the news. And that's when it became real for me. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't uncrap my pants, I can't, there's not enough wet wipes to help that one out. I'm on every list right now. I mean, I'm sure, I might as well be the proud American that I am and keep standing. And that's what I did. And that's what everybody has to do. So first, Joe, everybody's got to come into the private. Then there's no conflicts of interest. Then those people can move any which way they want, their de jure capacities, and re-inhabit the county in which they're in, serve the county board of supervisors, come into de jure and start operating in de jure, and have serious heart-to-heart meetings about what that looks like. What banking are you going to use? What is the cash flow systems? How is the money going to flow? How's the sheriff's going to be paid? Because things are going to change. And I think right now, there'd probably never be a better time to figure out how to do that. That's not me. I already did my job. I stood up for this nation and I put my name on the line. And when the FBI and the Secret Service and the CIA, whoever it was tearing apart the Republic and arresting everybody, I stayed. Okay. And me and a bunch of people stayed, but me and one other main guy, the president at the time was the secretary, we stayed and we gave it our all because of James 4. You know, to know what is right and not to do it is a sin. And I know that's right. I know not allowing a corporation to do what they're doing to this nation is for the best, meaning stop them, bring back the de jure, not give the whore another dime. And that's when the Republic, when the people in the Republic were fighting me, and they were not all of them, but most of them were probably implants. I mean, seriously. But the people in the Republic, I realized, were a bunch of complaining US citizens. And then I went on a life journey. I didn't want to be that anymore. And God opened the door on state citizenship. And when I started discussing state citizenship to the general body within the Republic, a serious amount of people came after me. And it was all in my opinion, the infiltrators. And they are all gone now. And now we're holding. But the Republic is worthless without the people. And the people are worthless if they're double-minded. And so when I truly got what self-governance means, and truly understood that the Constitution is for them, and how the laws and the law structures work, when I figured that out, I'm like, the only way that I'm going to win is if I teach how to come and be a state citizen, and then fling them over to the Republic. When the Republic has their act together, I'm being honest, what we've done in law is perfected, but we're not leading a nation like it's not a growing republic by leaps and bounds by any degree. It's small, it's fledgling. At one time it was 20,000, probably right now it's a couple thousand, and there's maybe 100 active people. It's ridiculous. That's silly to me. But there has to be true leadership, and there has to be true people willing to, not at a salary, because there is no money, to give their heart and their life and their soul to re-inhabit one county at a time, and to teach people how to re-inhabit one county at a time. And then guess what's going to happen? Every single piece of crap troll is going to come out of the woodwork. And this is why prayer and God is going to be critical. And this is why you're going to see the lines cross. You're either for him, he's king and he's your sovereign, or you're against him. And this is why I believe what I believe, meaning you're going to see a nation split, and people are going to go and stay on that goat side, and some people are going to come over on the sheep side, that metaphor for being under God and being protected. And I haven't even touched the surface, and I've already taken 10 minutes on this question. Haven't even touched the surface of my thoughts on what it would take to re-inhabit a county. The finances alone are ridiculous. So let's see. Now, my name is Kelby. I identify as a man. My pronouns are manly, him, and strong guy. And we got to get rid of that. We can't have that come into this nation any further than it already is. This ridiculous stuff that's happening. We're being torn apart from within, and all these children growing up in this TikTok and IG age are crazy for thinking these things. How do you reprogram the kids to think only a man and a woman exists? I mean, I understand there's variants of people that have been socially experimented on, but even that is a debatable topic. I understand that people want to dress up as dogs and they need to go to a psychiatric ward. I get it. We can help these people, but they have to see it as they need help, and they don't. And society is so twisted now that you're seeing a light and dark like never before. And I want to re-inhabit this book as bad as the next guy, but I really want to do it right now. I want to do it next to a man, not to a him, her, or she, it, what, they. I don't. If somebody talks to me that way, it's like, I'm not even going to talk to them. That's ludicrous. It's like, you're a schizophrenic, get out of my face kind of a thing. We're at the epitome of ludicrous, when it comes to the nation's youth, and not so much just youth anymore. But how do you re-inhabit a republic when we're torn apart so hardcore? This is why I see it's all going to be light, and it's going to be dark, and it's going to be the churches and the people within the churches raised up. And I have a feeling this ministry is going to be a major front for the churches to become free. And it's 2 cents. I wish I could talk on it longer, bro, but I got to get to a lot of questions.